Good morning, boys and girls. Hope you are ready for the class now. We are going to have this online classes. I'm going to come to you via this online classes. And let us start with mathematics. In the class, last time we were discussing the 7th chapter, that is ratio and proportion. Ratio we had almost done and completed. Now today we are going to start proportion. This proportion is also quite simple. It is related to the ratios. In the proportion there will be two ratios and they will be equal. Like if you take, if A is to B, this is the first ratio, equals to C is to D, this is the second ratio, and these two ratios are equal, then the terms, we have four terms here, A, B, C and D are said to be in proportion. Okay, so it is quite simple. Now just see there two ratios, A is to B, this is the first term, second term. You have the second ratio, C is to D, this is the third term and this is the fourth term. So there are four terms altogether and these four terms are said to be proportion when they are equal. Alright, these terms are also called the quantities. Now let us try to get one formula kind of things for the proportion. We have just found that A is to B equals to C is to D. If you see here in this ratio, out of these four terms, this A and D are at the extreme end. So this A and D are called extremes. Okay, and these two terms which are in the middle, B and C, are called means. Now from here we can also write like this. These two ratios we can write in this form, dividing A upon B equals to C upon D, because the ratio basically it is a division or it is a comparison. Okay, so we have written like this, and after doing the cross product or the cross multiplication, what we find here is A into D equals to this B and C. B will go up and cross multiply with C, you get B into C. Now what we observe here is A and D are the extremes, so we find that the product of the extremes is equal to the product of the means. So we can also write like this, product of extremes equals to the product of means. So this is a kind of formula that you have to apply or use when solving the exercises. So this is quite simple. Now we will continue to another type of proportion or another, which is called the continued proportion. So let us see this continued proportions. Here the word now continued is added in the prefix. That means in this case you are not going to have the four terms, but you are going to have only three terms, and one of the term will be continued. So here we have only three terms. If A is to B, let us say this is the first term, okay, first ratio, sorry. A is the first term, B is the second term. Then we have this B will be continued, then we have a second ratio. So here if you see that the second term B is continuing. So we have only three terms here, A, B and C. So then we say that these terms are in the continued proportion. Then A, B and C are said to be in continued proportion. This is the chapter which we already discussed in the previous classes, for example class 8 and class 9. So this is just kind of revision. So from here we can also get one formula. We can write this as A upon B equals to, this we can write as B upon C. Again, by using the cross multiplication or the cross product, what we get is B square will be equals to A into C. So here we find that the square of the means, there is only one mean here, is equals to the product of the extremes. A and C are the extremes here. Or if you remove the square, you will get square root of A into C. So this is a formula that will be applicable while solving the continued proportion when you have only 3 terms. So this is all you need to know. There are some other properties in proportion which we are going to discuss in the next session when we have these online sessions. Now we will take some exercises or some questions from your textbook. In order to understand this, we will solve some ICSE questions also. So let us do one question from the textbook. Okay, so it is quite simple question. Please, you can refer to your textbook in your respective places. It is in page number 94, your textbook, Selina, not Selina. Page number 94. And let us take exercise 7b. There you have the first question. Find the fourth proportion. Okay, find the fourth proportion, and the question, I will take this second question, which is given like this. Find the fourth proportion of 3a, 6a square and 2ab square. Okay.